Have you ever wondered why a cat randomly walks up to you, looks you in the eyes, or calmly sits beside you, out of nowhere? It might seem like a simple moment, but in the world of faith, nothing is without meaning. In Islam, animals, especially cats, hold a special place. They are not just innocent creatures. They can be signs, tests, and messengers in subtle ways. What if that cat, coming close to you, isn't a coincidence, but a divine message from Allah? What if that moment carries wisdom, meant just for your heart? Today, we'll uncover 5 powerful spiritual messages that a cat's approach may be sending you. Messages rooted in Islamic teachings, mercy, and reflection. Don't scroll past what could be a sign meant just for you. Watch till the end. You might never look at cats the same way again. 1. Sign of mercy from Allah. In Islam, mercy is one of the most emphasized attributes of Allah. His name, Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, reflects how deeply His mercy touches every aspect of creation, including animals. Among these creatures, cats hold a special place in Islamic tradition. The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, had great affection for cats, and there are several narrations where he treated them with tenderness, even letting them sleep on his clothing. This connection is not random. It is a reflection of a deeper spiritual reality. When a cat approaches you, especially without fear or hesitation, it can be interpreted as a gentle reminder from Allah about the importance of showing mercy in your daily life. It may be Allah's way of nudging your heart to soften, to become more compassionate, not only to animals, but to people around you as well. Such encounters are often quiet, subtle moments that remind us to embody mercy just as we hope to receive it. A cat's trust and calmness can also be a sign that your energy or environment is safe and peaceful. Allah might be honoring you with a visit from one of His gentle creations to acknowledge that your heart is aligned with kindness. It is also believed that angels do not enter homes where cruelty is practiced, so the presence of a cat might suggest that your space is one of spiritual cleanliness and warmth. Rather than dismissing the moment as ordinary, we should view it through the lens of faith. Allah sends reminders in countless ways, and a cat coming close may be a quiet but profound symbol that you are being reminded to live with mercy, humility, and softness, qualities that are beloved to Allah and essential in the character of a true believer. 2. Reminder to reflect and slow down. Life today moves at an overwhelming pace. We're constantly running, chasing goals, meeting deadlines, and scrolling endlessly through distractions. In the midst of this chaos, a simple, unexpected moment, like a cat quietly approaching you, can act as a divine pause. It may seem small, but in that stillness is a message. Slow down, reflect, and realign. Cats are naturally calm, observant, and deliberate in their movements. They don't rush. They listen, they feel, and they settle where there is peace. When a cat draws near, especially during a hectic or stressful time, it might be Allah's subtle way of telling you to take a moment and become present. It's as if Allah is sending this creature to gently interrupt your noise and remind you of silence, thoughtfulness, and presence. In Islam, reflection, tafakkur, is highly valued. The Quran repeatedly encourages believers to ponder over the signs of creation and to be mindful of the hereafter. A cat's unexpected closeness could be one of those signs. It's not just a physical interaction. It can be a symbolic gesture urging you to look inward. Are you spiritually centered? Have you been rushing through your salah? Have you taken time to connect with your heart and with Allah? The beauty of this moment is that it doesn't require words. The stillness of the cat mirrors the stillness that your soul may be craving. In a world full of noise, Allah's messages often come in silence. Perhaps this peaceful animal is a reminder that not everything in life must be rushed. Sometimes, the most important spiritual growth happens not in action, but in calm awareness. When a cat comes to you in such a moment, take it as an opportunity, not just to pet the cat, but to pause your life, even if just for a few minutes, and return to reflection. 3. Test of your character. Every interaction in our lives, no matter how small, is a test from Allah. When a cat comes near you, it's not just a casual moment. It could be a subtle test of your inner character and how you respond to Allah's creation. Islam places great emphasis on good manners, akhlaq, and mercy towards all living beings. So, how you treat that cat reveals much more about your soul than you may realize. Some people may ignore the cat, feel annoyed, or even push it away. Others may smile, show gentleness, or offer it food or shelter. That single moment becomes a mirror of your character. Are you someone who reacts with kindness, or someone who overlooks compassion in everyday situations? Allah sees these small actions, and sometimes they weigh heavily on the scales of judgment. There is a famous hadith about a woman who entered hell for mistreating a cat, and another about a man forgiven by Allah for giving water to a thirsty dog. These examples show that animals are not beneath our attention. They are part of our spiritual test. The cat's approach may be a divine opportunity for you to earn reward, ajr, through a simple act of mercy. More than that, your response reflects what's hidden in your heart. A kind soul reacts gently even when no one is watching. A harsh heart dismisses compassion when there's nothing to gain. So, when a cat chooses to come close, ask yourself, how will I respond? Will I seize this small but meaningful test to earn Allah's pleasure? The next time a cat comes near, remember, it might not just be seeking warmth. It could be a silent witness in your test, a moment where your actions are being recorded and your character is being revealed. 4. Spiritual protection and presence. In many cultures and spiritual traditions, animals are believed to be sensitive to unseen energies. In Islam, while we don't rely on superstition, we do recognize that animals, like all of Allah's creations, operate with instincts and awareness beyond our understanding. When a cat is drawn to you or chooses to stay near you, it could be responding to something deeper, your spiritual state, the peace of your surroundings, or the presence of barakah, blessing. Cats are naturally cautious, yet they're often seen resting comfortably in places where peace and spiritual cleanliness exist. This is not accidental. When you're in a state of wudu, when your home is filled with dhikr, remembrance of Allah, or when your heart is spiritually calm, animals tend to feel safe. A cat's presence could be a reflection of that inner and outer harmony, a silent indicator that your space carries a positive, protected energy. Moreover, some scholars and believers view a cat's closeness as a shield from harm, especially in moments when you're feeling emotionally vulnerable or spiritually drained. While this isn't a substitute for seeking Allah's protection through dua and prayer, the peaceful companionship of a cat can be a sign that you're not alone and that Allah may be sending you comfort through His creation. In certain Islamic traditions, it's also believed that animals can sense the presence of jinn or spiritual disturbance. If a cat stays with you calmly, perhaps it's because your presence is one of protection, not danger. This doesn't mean you should overinterpret every encounter, but rather stay aware. A cat sitting by you quietly or watching over you as you pray might be more than a coincidence. It could be a quiet form of spiritual presence or protection sent to comfort your soul. 5. Symbol that Allah is near. Allah communicates with His creation in countless ways, some grand, others so subtle that only a mindful heart can recognize them. When a cat unexpectedly comes close to you, it may not just be seeking warmth or affection. It could be a gentle reminder that Allah is near, watching over you, and aware of your every condition. There are moments in life when we feel lost, overwhelmed, or disconnected from our faith. In such times, Allah may send signs, not always through words or people, but through the simplicity of nature and His creatures. A cat approaching you out of nowhere, sitting beside you quietly, or following you for no reason, might seem ordinary. But to the spiritually awake, it can feel like a comforting message. You are not alone. I am with you. Allah says in the Quran, "And we are closer to Him than His jugular vein." Surah Kaf 50:16. His nearness doesn't always come with thunder or miracles. It often comes in the stillness, in soft signs that touch the heart. A peaceful encounter with a cat can be one of those signs, reminding you that Allah sees you, knows your struggles, and may be sending calm through His creation. Sometimes it's also a moment to reflect. Why now? Why did this creature come to me? The answer may lie in your state of heart. Perhaps you needed reassurance. Perhaps you needed to feel noticed by Allah. It is in these seemingly small divine interactions that the heart finds peace and renewed connection with its Creator. So, the next time a cat comes near without reason, pause and ask yourself, could this be one of Allah's ways of telling me, I am here and I have not forgotten you? Subhanallah. How beautiful are the signs Allah places around us, even through a simple cat. May we always stay spiritually awake and recognize His gentle reminders. If this video opened your heart or made you reflect, please like, share, and subscribe to Merciful Deen for more faith-based content that touches the soul. Before you go, type, Ya Allah, keep my heart connected to you in the comments as a prayer of love and closeness. May Allah fill your life with mercy, peace, and His divine presence. Jazakallah khair for watching. Until next time, stay blessed.